I'm about to share with you one marketing concept that every single person who's ever had to communicate the value of their work needs to know. I'm Julianne. I started 3 businesses, sold 2, and the last one was a marketing agency that I ran for 4 years. How many times has this happened to you? You draft a proposal, you feel really good about it, you feel really confident in your ability to deliver the highest quality of work, but it seems to just go over your client's head. They don't get it, they pick it apart, they try to undercut you, yada, 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 and in the end, you don't get the contract. So you're left ruminating about what went wrong. Was it you? In this video, I'm going to show you the one trick that I use to instantly increase the value of my work in my client's eyes. And even though I'm not working in the whole marketing agency game anymore, these are tips that I think you're going to find really valuable. 1, understand the concept of perceived value. The first principle you need to understand is that clients pay for perceived value and not actual value. Actual value is what you think your service is worth. Perceived value is what a customer thinks your service is worth to them. The same product or service can be worth different things to different people, and it's really not personal. But this is a principle that extends to virtually all markets except the commodities market. And the difference between perceived value and actual value, even though it's rather, simple to understand, it's actually a really powerful concept because the gap between the two is the space in which the purpose of branding exists, aka leverage for you if you know the right principles. Concept number 2, know your customer and know when you're kicking a dying horse. If you're trying to sell a premium service, but your client is looking for the cheapest price point possible, then it's not a match. This is one of those scenarios in which you could gain more in the long run by knowing when to cut your losses and move on. And the time you spend trying to kick a dead horse could be time spent searching for and winning over a client who is willing to invest in quality. Okay, now that we've gotten that out of the way, the trick that I want to share with you finally, drum roll please, it's to position yourself as a partner instead of as a supplier. Intuitively, this might make a lot of sense to you, but when I share with you the theory behind why it makes sense, I feel like it's really just gonna drill this point down. Understand the bigger vision of what your client is trying to achieve and position yourself as a partner in getting the client to that vision. This is a shift in the way you brand yourself to the client, but it also necessarily requires a mindset shift in you. After all, if you want to be paid more, you have to be worth more. That said, there are also other factors that can increase the perceived value of your work in the eyes of your client. A lot of the time, people like to focus on just relative advantage, aka being better than the rest. But to be honest, once you cross a certain threshold of competence, the rest really doesn't matter all that much. Here are some other factors that can increase the perceived value of your work that you probably would be better off sort of focusing on. Number 1, compatibility. Do you and your client share the same values and experiences and worldview? Not the same, but similar. Similar enough. Complexity. How easy is it for the client to understand when you've done a good job? Communicability. If you're doing a good job, are you communicating it? Risk. What's the perceived risk of partnering with you, especially when that partnership goes awry? So things that you can do to lower your perceived risk include having a portfolio and having case studies and testimonials. And trialability. Make it easy for the client to take that initial step in working with you, having a trial campaign, solving a small problem together, etc. Here's the really cool part. The factors that influence a customer's buying decision are the exact same factors that a client might look for in choosing a partner to work with. Okay, we've made it to the very end of this video, and I have a gift for you. I've compiled a toolkit to help you better understand the concepts that were discussed in this video today. So if you want to get a free copy of this toolkit, click on the link in the description box below or head to my website, julianneq.com. This toolkit is a super handy resource that you can consume and apply within minutes to instantly amp up the way you sell yourself as a creative. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, leave a comment below. Tell me what you liked or didn't like. I truly value every piece of feedback that I can get at this point. And hit the subscribe button and the bell notification to be notified of my future videos. I will see you in the next video.